Hey everyone! Creepy uploading. So, like I said, I was going to put out a little video about lighting. Okay, sorry. Just doing that. Screw it. Sorry. Yeah. Anyways, about myself, like my journey with running, and just a little bit more about. So sorry. This is why cameras are bad for me, because I'm constantly fixing my hair. So I'm wrapped up in a lap blanket because I'm chilly, and I guess I don't care what I look like in this video. So I'm the eldest of 3 children from Southwest Minnesota. I grew up in a farm. I'm a horrible farmer's daughter. I couldn't tell you how many head of cattle we raise. I forgot how much land we farm. I know we grow corn and soybeans, and it was a great place to grow up. It was a lot of learning to work, even when I didn't want to, because I just did not like being outside. Had a pretty good high school experience. I mean, it was high school. Played basketball. Hated running. Oh my god. Like hated running. I mean, I ran like a T-Rex. Like, there was the game tape of me running, and I thought I was running fast. And we watched it back, and I am just walking down the court, but like with big steps, and my hands are just T-Rex arms. Like I'm T-Rexing, and like we got to half court, and then I just like turned around. Like I hated running. I hated running so much. Went to college for theater, hence the actress part of Actress on the Run. I got a BFA in theater, musical theater actually. Was a really great program. It's really underappreciated. You should follow them on Twitter at USD_theater and see what they're up to. It's great. They're wonderful. We have some alumni doing great things. We have an alumni being Elder Cunningham on tour. We have an alumni who's like on his, I think it's 3rd tour, and it's his first international tour with Beauty and the Beast as like the bookseller. And we 2 other alumni, I think, on the same tour doing backstage. One is part of the Fly system, and one's like managing. I'm so horrible, but I mean, like, great program. It's wonderful. We have a bunch of other people like doing new work. It's great. So the reason I started running is I was bored, actually, and I had not gotten to a show my junior year, and I had just gotten into, like, I had done a show. It was I did a Vita, and I was like used to having stuff take up my time. Like, I was ready. I was used to, like, I had a schedule with doing my homework and my job and seeing friends, and I had a schedule, and then it was, I have all this free time, and what am I going to do with it? I didn't want to just sit around, and I was already going and singing in the practice rooms, and I was working on monologues, and I was a good theater student. If only it continued. But I decided that I wanted to run a race in my hometown. It's called the Turkey Day 10K, which is 6.1 miles, and it's run in September, usually around my parents' anniversary, oddly enough. And big run, a lot of people come back for it, and I decided that year, my junior year, that I was going to do it my senior year. I was going to kick off senior year running this race, and the guy I was dating at the time, I convinced him to run it with me. Didn't take too much convincing. He was a cross-country runner in high school, and so I started training for it, and I just really did not I was training with a good friend of mine who lives in college and lives in Chicago with me. His name is Dylan, and he was trying to like train me and get me all like, let's get in running shape. And I hated running laps. We would run laps in our stadium called the Dakota Dome, and I wanted to punch him in the face. Dylan, if you're watching this, I wanted to punch you in the face. Because I hated running in a place that I didn't feel like I was going anywhere. So I started running by myself and really fell in love with it. It was, it was time for myself. That summer, a lot of things happened. Well, not a lot, but a big thing happened with my family, and it was just it's a way to deal with stress. And my goal was to run it under an hour, and I ran my first ever race in 58 minutes and 52 seconds. And I beat the guy I was running with, who, but granted, he didn't train nearly as hard as I did, but that's how you train. So kind of fell in love with running. When I moved to Chicago, I ran another race and just kind of got into racing and just decided I've always wanted to run a half marathon, even when I hated running, because I wanted to prove to myself that I could make myself do things I didn't like doing. And now I'm here, and this is what I do, and I would love to get paid to do it, and get paid to act and run. I mean, come on. But so that's just kind of my thing now. I try to run quite a bit. Try to run during my lunch break. Great stress relief when the corporate world feels like it's eating my soul. I have nothing against the corporate world. It's just I am not cut out for desk jobs. I'm really not. You learn something new every day. But it's a great stress relief. It's I'm getting married in August, so it's like when I'm freaking out about wedding stuff, I can just always go throw on my running shoes. And I'm going to Florida in like 18 days, I think. Well, not 18 days. I'm actually going to Florida in 16 days, and my race is in 18 days, and it's frightening, and it's like, oh my god. And but a segue into why I have this YouTube series, besides what I said in the first video. I'm trying not to repeat myself. I hope I don't repeat myself too much. Is my culture towards body shape was shaped by where I grew up. Like, I was the tall, awkward girl in my school. Like, in my class, I was taller than all of the boys by the time I was in 4th grade. When we came back to 6th grade, and the guys were like the same height as me, I was like, this is what everyone else feels like. I always looked older because of my height. And I was never very popular. I never had the right, look. I distinctly remember in elementary school not being part of a club because it was the Blue Coat Bad Girls. Hi guys, if you're watching this. I mean, it's just little kid stuff. But it's so dramatic in that time. But it's just, I guess the question I pose to you is, what has your environment influenced about your idea towards fashion and shape? Like, I am considered healthy amongst my friends and stuff, but like some of my family's members' ways of thinking about like dealing with health is they focus on a number. So like until the scale meets a number that they really like, they don't feel as healthy. And I'm trying to deal with different ways of that, because I don't know if I necessarily believe that for myself. But so how has your family and your friends and where you grew up influenced what healthy is to you? Yeah. I need to invest in some movie editing equipment. Yeah, so you guys can, because I can't edit any of these weird faces out. You see all of it. Don't forget to subscribe. Links to my Facebook page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my blog, my website, sure, will be in the description below. Feel free to comment, like the video, share the video, and tell me what you think, both about probably the poor quality of the video and the answer to the question. Until next time, keep running strong. Deuces.